Bienvenido, welcome, I'm Oni Boi, your favorite hobby tourist. Hope you're all having a wonderful day. I love starting every single day, doing my dailies. I get up early, I'll work a little bit. I'll usually maybe spend some time with my family, eat some breakfast or make breakfast. Today I made breakfast. Then after that, I usually get to hang out with you guys, which is such a highlight for me. Hey, OG, Mr. Ghost, welcome in. Glad to have you. How's your streams yesterday? I did see that you did a few, right? I saw that you were doing some. Hey, Dread Puppy, hello, hello. You've just arrived. Today is a doodle day, if you didn't notice. So we're going to do a new doodle. But before that, I'm going to ask. I'm going to ask for the 3 emojis, okay? 1, 2, 3 emojis describing how your day has been. Maybe something you're really excited about. Or, right now, we're towards the end of the week. It's Thursday for me. Maybe it's Friday for you. So it's pretty much almost the weekend. Maybe you're like, oh, I'm going to do this on the weekend. But either way, and it is the beginning of the month, which is awesome. Is July 2nd. And I do have a bunch of fun ideas that I'm going to be doing starting this month. Let's see. Mr. Ghost, your short gave me a good Ori idea, but I don't think it works. Wait, how so? I'm curious. What is it? Drop it in. I would love to see what this idea is. And also, while we talk, I'm going to go see if anyone dropped new things on the Discord. Right? Let's see if we got any new Discord suggestions. No, that one's from last week. Let me remove that one. Boom. All right, so currently the ones that are not available. So we have Mimic You. Let me write that down. And Stella, right? Mimic You and Stella are the two. Let me grab my marker. Let's see. Stella. And it was Mimic You was the other one, right? Wait, where is it? Just want to make sure. There it is. Mimic You. Mimic You. Both of these. Okay, both of them are not available for today's spin. Whoa, what did you do, Dread? Is that a boat? Wait. So you rode a boat on fire? Well, that sounds crazy. Or you're on a boat that was like super fast. Was that it? Or did you get to steer the boat? So you were steering a boat on fire, which that sounds insane, Dreadpup. Hopefully it's not true. Hopefully I'm totally off, because I can't imagine you're driving a boat while it's on fire. That would be kind of insane. Hey, Ripper, welcome in. No, I got a boat hot wheel. Oh my God. I love it. I love that. I do. I still don't know what the deal with the Streamlabs thing is, but I love that. So you got a new Hot Wheels. That's cool. That's cool. I like that though. I was like, what? A boat on fire with a wheel? I was like, were you driving a fiery boat? And then I say, Mr. Ghost, it's an Ori that changes its shape in personality depending on the season. Maybe not this one. I do like the concept of it changing with the seasons, but I guess Jamito's probably the one that it's most like, because it's a shapeshifter. I don't know if you saw that, Mr. Ghost. So Jamito, the little cat, the jelly cat will shapeshift, but it just shapeshifts all the time. You know what I mean? Like the winter, he's relaxed and calm. Yeah, no, I get you. But at least for this game, because it's endless summers, it's always going to be summer. You know what I mean? There will be, because I mentioned before, the game is on these islands, right? But you are able to go through these portals and kind of like doorways. Think of it that way. So these doorways to the spiritual world. And then in these portals, there are different environments. There's fiery environments. There's lava. There's ice, all this stuff like that. But the actual place where you live in the story is tropical. So the only difference in season would be rainy season thunder season, windy season, like stuff like that, like environmental things like that. But it wouldn't be like, oh, it's cold, hot. I wouldn't do that. But I do like the idea of maybe having one that changes with the season. So maybe, like you said, instead of like ice, it wouldn't be ice. It would just be like, oh, it's like rainy season, so it is a little different. I don't mind that idea. You know what I mean? I think that's kind of cool. I'm actually gonna write it down. Let's see, Ori, change with season. I do like that. Maybe for the DLC. Yeah, so I do. So what I'm actually thinking with the DLC and stuff, like obviously this is like, so it's funny because a lot of people are like, oh, but DLC is so far ahead. But the thing is, a lot of times, you know what DLC actually is? It's just like that, the ideas that they have, right? So like, let's say like in a gaming company, they'll be like, okay, so these are all our ideas. These are the ones that are for sure in the game, right? 100% in the game. And then these are ideas that might be in the game, but we're not sure. So a lot of times this not sure stuff becomes DLC. That's usually what happens. It's not that they're like planning it like as DLC. They're usually planning as like, well, this is like not as important. You know what I mean? So I do have ideas for like something that's not as important that probably would become DLC. But for this game, I want to focus it more on the tropics, on like the Caribbean, area. And maybe later on, eventually I would do like another game, which would still be like opening it up into other areas. Let's see, maybe like hey, Greninja, welcome in. Hopefully my OC gets picked. Yeah, maybe. About B50, a water cat. Well, no, I mean, Jamito literally is a water type. The gelatin cat, he's literally a water type. So that's, yeah, I was gonna say. But you know what I mean? He's literally, yeah, a weather cat. Oh, okay, no joke. You want to see something? This is like, I'll show you guys just because you're like, we're talking about it. I have a scrapped design. This is like a behind the scenes, before we jump in the wheel, just in case if someone wants to add something to the wheel. I'm going to show you, hold on, let me find it. I'm going to show you a scrapped design for literally what you're talking about. I'm not even joking. Like literally what you're talking about. I'm like, I have a scrap design for this. It is, where is it? No, not that one. Where is it? I know I have it. It's literally a purple cat. I have like a purple cat with clouds on it. Where is it? Bondlet? No, that's not it. I'm like looking for it because I wanted to share it. After you brought it up, I was like, hold up, I do have, but yeah, I'm not sure what I'm like. So I had the idea, right? But I ended up deciding like, well, I don't, because the ones I've shared, though, all those creatures are supposed to be the generic ones. You know what I mean? Like those are the ones you see everywhere on every single island. The ones I've shared on the website, all of those guys are going to be on every single island. But like then the other ones will be like, oh, okay, this Ori is on a specific island. I haven't shared any of those. So I'm just like showing. So far, I've only shown the ones that I want everywhere. These are like the common ones. I guess in like the sense of like Pokemon, they would be like the Route 1 guys. You know what I'm talking about? So think of them like that. These are like the Rattata, like the Raticate, the Butterfrees, all those stuff. Those are the ones I've been sharing. The ones like, oh, okay, they're like everywhere. But okay, I'll look for it later. Or maybe I'll just share it in the Discord later. I think that's a better idea. I think I have shared it, right? I feel like I have, maybe not. No, I don't think I have. Either way, I have it though. Are there 5 islands? No, there's going to be 6. There's actually going to be 6 islands. There's going to be 6 islands, Dread Pup. Like 6 major islands and then a bunch of little ones. That's what I've been thinking. Like in my notes, that's how I have it set up. I'm like, okay, like 6 major islands, so like 6 major biomes, where it's like one which is like a more like a bigger city, like one's like a bigger city vibe. One is more of like a small town. Another one would be more like beachy with like a, you know what I mean? It'll be fun if they had 7 as well. No, I have like 6 and a bunch of little ones. That's my concept for it. You know, but okay. Let us. I think that's it. I don't think any of you guys are gonna add any more to the wheel, right? No one added anything to the wheel, so I'm going to do the spin. Let's get into the spin. Where is the spin? There it is. Select it. Let's see. Oh, I think I do need to remove the other one. I do. Here it is. Let's remove that one. We don't need that one on the wheel. Here goes. Here goes a spin. Let's go. All right, let's see. What are we going to get? What did we get, Stella? No, we already did Stella, so no. We're skipping Stella. We're doing it again. Different vibe, similar to Sonic Frontiers. Atlas. We got Atlas with Ezio. Okay. Let's see if that one's an older one or if that's a newer one. That one is a newer one. Atlas Ezio. Let's see. What did they put? Ezio from Assassin's Creed. The dude is a fancy white cloak. Okay. So okay, what do you guys think? Since I don't think Atlas is here, right? Atlas is not in the chat. So I'm thinking we could do. So I'm like in between, since like right now, both of you guys are in here. Like there's 3 of you guys. 4 of you guys in here, and I'm pretty sure you guys do have some. He's not. Yeah, let's look. Yeah, let's do 1 skip. We'll do 2 skips, okay? If no one's here. So that gives you guys more chances. Yeah, because I did do that. Like, all right, so we'll do it again. It was 2 spins. All right, another spin. Here goes. What is it? It's Soul with Oni Boi. Soul is not here. Oh, no. Well, all right, then the next one is the official one, okay? We're only doing 3. 1, 2, 3 spins. Soul is also not here, so there we go. It's spin, spin, spin. Wait, is it spinning? No, there we go. There's the spin. Rip on Soul, poor Soul. There we go. Wall. That is the official one we're doing then. It was a third one. Wall as Gaggle. Wall 22-9 as Gaggle. All right, I gotta check out what's the deal with this character. So what? Let's see. Gaggle. Glaggle or whatever it is. Glaggle. So close. I know, right? Glaggle. What is this? What is this? It's just a smiley face? It's a smiley face? No, wait. Is that really all it is? Is that Glaggle? Yeah, it's a smiley face. Meet the deluxe Glaggle. Okay, I'll see. I'm like, all right. Wait 1 moment, guys. We are gonna do it, but I have to see what body type I'm gonna do for it, right? Yeah, we got walls. And then let's switch over to the draw, bro. So funny. All right, 1 moment, guys. All right, let's see. You should do 2 today. I don't know. Maybe. We'll see. Depends on the time. Because this one's a very simple one. And I think we might be able to. If we do like single ones, you know what I mean? Like a single form. It is simple. That's what I'm like. But let's see what body type I get. Body type. I need to figure out to get the spinner on the screen for you guys. You know what I mean? Because right now I have it on my phone and I want to get the spinner. I actually made some like cards for it. Are you serious? Okay. I got a multi-body. All right. So if you're curious what a multi-body is, I agree, Mr. Ghost. It is simple. I hope it's Angel Engine's only OG drawing idea left. No, I think there's another one. Hold up. There's a few. So we still have Roronora Zoro with the Monster Trio. We also have Stella with... Oh, no, we don't. Wait, that's it. Oh, yeah, it's just two left. We only have 2 left. We have 2 left that are Ori, that are related. Okay, that's interesting. So yeah, okay, we are jumping in. Yeah, 2 left, that's it. And then the rest are just gonna be, like I said, it can be an Ori or it could be a human. It could be an Ishi. You know, you're allowed to be an Ishi too if you want. All right, let's hide this one. I'm gonna put this in the old section. And then let's start the doodles. Do an Ori, I think. For which one? For Glaggle? No, yeah. We're doing an Ori. It's literally just a smiley face. You know? I mean, like, nothing against this, but it's like super basic. You know what I mean? What do you think, Pop? Yeah, hold up. Wait. I was thinking, what was I gonna do? Okay, I was going to grab, this is what I was gonna do. Let's grab like a color. So this is the body type I was gonna show you guys. So the body type is a multi-body, right? So like multi-bodies are usually like multiple little bodies. An example is Shell Out. I don't know if you remember Shell Out. I could show you Shell Out, one of my Oris. Open, let's find it. One moment, I'm gonna look for it. Desktop, projects, go to game, video game, Oris, number 2, or 2D, I mean. Concept art? And then I think, which one? I'm like looking for it just so I could share it with you guys. Oris Bonds? No, wait, actually, yeah. That's not the one exactly I'm looking for. Here it is. I can show you this one. So this is an example of what I'm talking about, right? This is an example of a multi-body. See? So like this is an example of a multi-body. This is like a bunch of them at the same time. So it's like one body that it's like a simple body. They're usually like a simple body. And then the whole thing is that when there's a group of them, they'll have like they're able to do more things or something. So if you're curious, this one in this case, this is Shell Out. Shell Out is one of my Oris. It is like a little ball. There is like more to it. Obviously, they're very like silly. You know, they're like little silly shells, and they love being flung around. But this is like one of my Oris. So let's go into making one kind of like that, in that vein, you know? If you're making him you can make him the think, send, do in Discord. Wait, which one? I have no clue. Let's see. Let's see what you found. Oh, no, I'm not doing that. No. I mean, like, either way, if it was a human, it would just be like a trainer. Think of it like that way. They're like like I said, Ishi are like adventurers. You know what I mean? Ishi are like think of them like adventurers in a way. They're pretty much, like I said, the only thing Ishi that's unique about them is they're loved by Ori. Ori just love them and they want to be around them. So in the game, you're an Ishi and they're just Oris are drawn to you for one reason or another. You know what I mean? That's the concept behind them. So let's see, what do I want to do with these guys? I'm just like, I want to do some fun with these. If I'm going to do a multi-body, and it's such a simple design, it's literally just a smiley face. So I'm thinking maybe what we could do, right? We could have it, each one is a different face. What do you guys think? I think something like that could be kind of cute. Right? I think that could be kind of cute for a multi-body of like a for this because it is simple. I think we probably will fly through this one. Insanely, yeah, different expressions. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. So I'm gonna look up maybe like expressions on here. I'm like thinking, let's look for expressions. I'm gonna look over here, like sad, happy, mad. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too, right? Let's do. Oh, okay. I found like a cute. Okay. Let's do this one. So I'm thinking. Look at. Let's start with the middle one. I think is like the serious one. So I'm just gonna go down like we're gonna like make it look a little more interesting, obviously. But I'm thinking like this one would be like this kind of. You know what I mean? This is like the serious one. Obviously, we're gonna do more to it. I feel like this is very dull and boring. Let's do for the other ones. What can we do another one? You said so. Like this one's like kind of like the mad. Maybe we could do like a sad one, right? I'm like pretty much like thinking like meme faces, right? So we'll do like this one over here, and then we'll do like this one. It's just like crying, kind of like a crying face. And then I think it was just a joke, maybe. No, I know, obviously, but that's like the fun of the challenge. That's fun of the challenge, because like, if I'm like, well, whatever, it's a joke. Well, no, I know it's a joke, but that's like the funny thing. So like, might as well do something silly about it. But dude, spin it. Let's go. Yeah, of course. I think so. I think this is because it's such a simple one, and I do want to like play with the concept. So okay, so we got a sad, we got kind of like a mad one. Let's do like a happy one. Let's do, I'm thinking we could do like one of these, and then we could do, what kind of face? Like, I'm trying to think, we could do, oh, I know, we could do like one of these, like this kind of happy. You know what I mean? Like one of these, like it just eyes are so, or this is more like a surprise. I think I went like more surprise with this one. And then like we could do happy over here. Let's do like maybe like rolling around. Like this. Yeah, I think this is like a cute version of like a happy. And then we'll have like the eyes up. And then I don't know what the last one. Interesting start. Oh, I know. Right now we're just starting, and we'll like, I think we'll like develop it a little more, just because they are just, it's just emojis. They're just emoji faces, and I'm thinking, how can we play with the emoji concept a little more? Because I'm totally down with like playing with this as a concept. This is like a silly concept. I'm not like against it, you know. I think it's kind of funny. It was like, all right, I know obviously it was a joke. It was probably, I'm pretty sure Wall did it more as like to be goofy, but I'm not against this. We could do more of a, I know. More like like not angry, but like more mischievous. You know, like one of the like mischievous faces. I think that's okay. Make one with sad. This is the sad one. This is the sad one. This is like see like little tears. I have it like crying. It's more like a crying face than a sad one. Yeah, I think this is like a good start. And then from there, let's actually, what can we do? Like, what would I want to, because it's literally, they're just emojis. So I'm trying to think if they were oris, what would they be? What is like simple thing? What could we, like, what animal? Usually most of my guys are based on animals. I thought it had 4 eyes. No, it was crying. That was a concept behind that one, you know? So I'm thinking, because they're everywhere. Oh, you know what? I know what they're going to be. I got it. They're going to be mice. These guys are going to be mice, because mice are everywhere. You know what I mean? I feel like they're going to be little mice. That's the direction I'm going with these guys. They're little mice. You know, I think that's what we're doing. Because like I said, all my oris are animals. But like, yeah, I'm thinking these guys are just like little mice and stuff. Like this. And then we could do, oh, you know, instead, let's give them kind of like pointier ears, just to have a little more interest, slightly more interesting. Don't forget that. Yeah, agreed. 100%. We do need the tail. Yeah, I'm thinking this, it's kind of like a, hey, 2 evolutions. No, I was thinking like it's just like, it's a single stage. You know, these are single stages for sure. I don't imagine this guy evolving at all. And then, like, do I want to add anything? And add 2 paws to all. Yeah, because like, thinking, yeah, just like little dangly ones. Because this is like a simple body. You know, and then we could do the tail. So it is gonna be like one of these. There we go. Because I imagine in game, if I did do these as like actual characters, they would just be bouncing around, making them cute at least. Cute is better than simple. I mean, yeah. I imagine kind of like this, right? I feel like this works. And I imagine if like, obviously if these were in the game, I do actually have like a rat design. I think I've shared it before. I can show it to you a moment if you like. I'll show you the rats. I do have a rat Ori. It's like it's not one that could be on your team though. You know what I mean? They're not ones you could actually have on your team. They're more like enemies. Wait, concept art, Oris. No. I'm looked at the wrong one. 2D concept art, roughs, and then it is the bondless. These are enemies. I'll show you. This one. So this is one, I've shared it before. This is a rat. This is actually based on a rat in my game. So this concept for this character, these are actually, it's technically a multi-body, same as the other one. But the difference is each of these little balls, they're also rats. They're just holding on to each other's tails. So it's like a chain of rats. Yeah. So like if this one is another one, as soon as like you defeat one, this one makes another one. And it's just like a bunch. So it's like endless. So that's the one in my game, obviously. The one that I will have. And then these guys, I guess they're like kind of like a divergent version of them. If these would be in my game, these are just like a diversion. So let's do that. Let's actually start working on it. I feel like it's funny because like this is gonna go fast. I could tell. Rat snake, it looks cool. Yeah, it is. Well, it's supposed to be based off of a billworm. I don't know if you guys know what those are. They're like these aquatic centipede things that are kind of like awful and kind of scary, if I'm being honest. So they're like these weird centipedes that are underwater, and like as soon as like fish get close to them, they eat them, and it's kind of crazy. But I thought it'd be fun, like cool, where it's what's it called? These rats kind of like join together to look like a scary larger creature. And they also have a thing in the game. They will be able to latch on to other Oris and take control over them, including yours. So I think that will be kind of interesting when you actually encounter them. It'll be like genuinely kind of like panicky, scary. Like, oh no, they took over my friend. You know, and I think it'll be kind of interesting. You think it's cute? It's better than something? Yeah, I think so too. Let's see. Have a suggestion for my OC Dread Kid picked. You could use Dragon Dread and draw him flying. Yeah. Well, it depends on the role, Dread Pup. But I could do it. But I have bodies for like what kind of body I'm doing. Like this is a multi-body. Oh, I didn't get the color. Let's do a color. Maybe since it is yellow, right? It's just yellow. Let's do, I guess like this. I kind of like this color. Right? Let's do that. It's like a mustard yellow. So I guess all of them are gonna be the yellow, right? And then we could do like little variations for color, I assume. Flopix, welcome in. Let's see, do that. Right now we got wall suggestion. to draw gaggle, which is literally just an emoji. It's just an emoji. I didn't even know it was called gaggle. Looks like no, oh, thank you. Hey, it is obviously it was a joke, but I think it's fun. Why not? Why not? Why would I limit myself? Jokes, sometimes jokes are the best things ever. You know, so why not do it? So I think it's like something like this, and then I want to do what else? What other color? Because I feel like just this by itself is very dull. Maybe we can go with like this color. That's not bad, actually. I kind of like this. What do you guys think? Was like an orangish instead for the inside of the ears? Do for the nose. Same thing I'm thinking. Right? And then maybe like the little paws too. Just like to add, like have like as the color. Yeah, I think that like works. For me, it works like this like orangish color. And let's do the inside of the mouth. Obviously, it'll be like a little varied, but I think it's not terrible. I'm like looking at it from like a distance too. Maybe shading. No, I mean like obviously I'm just doing like the colors down to see what it looks like. The middle guy is just out of it. I know, he's just like, no, I'm not happy about this. They are not happy. The middle one is just not happy. This is the leader of the group. I imagine this is the leader of this oh my god, what is that called? Not quartet, quintet. Jeez, for some reason I was like, what is going on? Chat or drawing described a fourth person in the chat. No, that's kind of funny. Middle is me. You're just like, I'm done with this. So like this, right? The eyes, the little eyes. I think this is kind of like it's funny. I know it's like as you said, it was a joke, but it kind of works. I kind of like this, even if it is a joke. It is kind of funny. Let's do like this, and then I guess like this one, right? Let's add like a tooth. I feel like, yeah, let's add a tooth to all of them. Oh, that actually works for me. For me, it works. What do you guys think? You think it's like a decent design for like a random one? Yeah, no, you're the silly one. What would this guy's type be? Now that I think, like, what do you guys think? What would their types be? And for some, oh, you know what they could be? Looks way better. Yeah. I was just like thinking right now. This could be cheese type. No. Well, I mean, yeah, I do know what you mean though. Where like they're like very like cheesy. Air type? Yeah, I could see that. I could see them as air types for sure. I could totally imagine them as air types where they're very chaotic and freeform. So I can imagine them just being like random. I don't know if anyone would want them in their team though. Like little balloons. Yeah, like I imagine them bouncing around. They would just be like super bouncy. You know, these guys just seem like that. Wallwood. Yeah, right? I imagine that. I think that he would like this. Let's do like this. No, no. That's huge. That's why. Let's do that. There we go. No, what is that one? Actually, just because they're so round, I almost feel like I should use the what's it called? This thing. I never use this though. It feels weird to use it. For me, you know what I mean? I never use this. Because I usually just draw them, but they're literally just perfect circles. This to 10. Right? I'm just like, they're circles. I feel like I just need to use it at this point. Here, let's just move them around. Right? Let's do that, I think. And then I'll just add it. Yeah. I like, it's just weird. Just because I never do this. Gives me mouse hole vibes. Yeah, I can see that. Well, because it is like a family. It is like the family. But these, so in my game, I showed it before. I don't know if you saw it, Flopix. I showed another multi-body type in my game. Here, I'll open it again. Multi-body. I'd like open it because I already closed it earlier. So I shared it before. One of the multi-bodies in my game. So this is one of them, is shell out. For actual drawing. Spitting stuff up for actual. Yeah. No, like, so like this one, this is actual, like one of the ones I actually designed for my game. So when you find them, so a lot of times you'll just like find one or two together, but it can have like a bunch. You can have up to like 6 of them. You like the black one? Yeah, I think they're gonna be cool. I think like people are gonna like seeing that they're gonna be like multicolor, because that's like one of the things I think will be really cool. Because each island will have a different color. You know, so each island you go, you'll find them. They're like little shells, and like their whole thing is they love being like hit around. And red or pink, I can't tell. Yeah, that's what I'm like. I imagine in game people are gonna really like them, because each island you go to, they'll have different colors. So like I said, like say like the one that's more, what's it called? More like city, you know, like the big city one. Maybe that one is the black one, or for some reason, you know what I mean? So you go to the specific areas to find particular shell outs, which I think will be cool. I think people will enjoy it. All right, let's do. I'm literally just gonna do this. Since they're just balls. You know what I mean? I'm just gonna like grab them. All right, let's just do that. Like I said, I never use these tools. I always draw them by hand. But it's like, these guys are so round that I just feel like I might as well. Hey, whoa, we're literally using yours. I have a story for the black one. What happened? The black one's your favorite? Okay, cool. We got yours, Glaggle. We got you the Glaggle. It's yours, Wall. This is yours. We got the multi-body. We got the multi-body, so it's literally just the emoji. It's a little emoji dude. It's a ball with a goofy smile. Yeah, I know, but remember, I turned them into Oris. It's not like a 1-for-1. I don't draw the guys 1-for-1 like whatever you're suggesting. You know, it's not a 1-for-1 drawing. That's not what I do. I turn them into characters that would belong in my universe. So I'm doing, they're like I said, they're just like little rats. They're little rats and they have different faces, goofy faces. Duplicate that one. Is it a good idea, Oni Boi? Which way? I missed the idea. Hold up, let me see. I think I was looking away when you said it. It turned black because of the smoke from factories in the cities. Well, no, because like my game isn't how can I say it? In my game, it's not like an industrial. Honestly, don't like it. No, I mean I did. I looked it up. They're just emojis. They're literally emoji balls. They're just like a ball with emojis. Like, well, what? How am I gonna turn that into an Ori? You know what I mean? So I did that, and I thought, oh, you know what? There's like, you know what's everywhere are mice and rats. No, well, I don't do like it's. Remember, like if you look at the rule, I've mentioned it many times. The rules, I draw them as if they were in my world. You know what I mean, Wall? I mentioned it before. I don't draw like if it was a commission, then you guys would pay like, you know, it would be like a paid thing. They're not commissions. I mentioned it before. Yeah, no, the rules changed like a while ago. Where the hell the rule? Oh, they're in the Discord. I know you don't use Discord though. Because I mentioned it before, Wall, remember? And you said, oh, how do I get there? I said, I have the Discord. But I told you, if you'd like. No, I know. I said, if you like, I could put it in there in behalf of you on the Discord. Just because it's easier to communicate with people, Wall. That's just like a place that everyone uses. It's just a lot easier for this kind of thing. I mentioned before, if eventually it's like too many people, I would probably just switch over to Discord chat completely. You know? Well, I already started it. I mean, like, even if you don't like, I'm going to continue it. You know? Because I actually enjoy this one. I think it's like a fun design. Yeah, I mean, it's just an easy, it's not, I wouldn't say it's a good way. It's just an easy way for people to communicate. You know what I mean? I don't like that ear. Nope. Don't like that one either. I like it, Oni Boi. It looks good. Talk, people. Well, yeah, I mean, like, just saying, it's just an easy way to chat with people. You know, to make a little community. That's the whole point of this. Before I remember people using what was that one? Amino. Do you guys remember Amino? I remember people used to use Amino for a quick minute, and then before that was like Facebook. And before that was MySpace. It just changes. If people switch to something else, I'm not like locked into anything. A battle royale. Yeah, actually, OG Mr. Coast, can you drop one of those in for me? Can you do a battle royale for me? There we go. Won't get to the details. I'm very angry. I'm pissed and annoyed today. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Wall. Hopefully it gets better. The day gets a lot better for you. I could definitely understand that when you're annoyed. Let's do this. Oh, I did not like that ear. Let's get closer. There we go. Nice and easy. Like, this is like a very simple design. Obviously, it's just like a smiley face. Whoa, you are not a moderator. Yeah, the only person who could do it right now is Mr. Ghost. Hey, hello, YT. Welcome in. I do remember. My little guy just vibing. Never mind. No, I know. Hey, who's fighting? I just looked over. I'm like, oh, okay. Wait, who's winning? Let me check. He's like, on my screen, you guys are so small. Who is that? I'm like looking at it. Where is it? Over here. Oh, it's Wall and OG Mr. Ghost. Oh, Wall wins. Nice. Congrats. Nice. Congrats. Now I'm trying game. Wait. Oh, nice, YT. Cool. What are you playing? What have you been playing, YT? All right, let's see. Let's do this. Do like this. Do that. Hey, there we go. And then we're still the ears on the bottom one over here. Do like this. Actually, I want them a little sharper on this one. You know? There we go. I know, nice. Oh, Terraria. I have still not played that. Everyone tells me it's such a good game. I'm like, I do kind of want to try it. It looks fun. Because people keep doing boss fifth. Wait, what happened? Oh, boss fight. I mean, you guys could do it if you want. What can I know, Dread, right now, I haven't set anything up. The gold, right now, it doesn't do anything. But eventually, I know I can set stuff up for gold. I just don't have anything set up. You know what I mean? It's one of those things, it's like, you can use gold for stuff, but I haven't used anything yet. You know? It's one of those. I don't know what it does. Like right now, I have no clue. Like I haven't used it. You understand? I can. I know it's one of those things. It has the option to. No, I don't like that. Let's do this one, and then the eyes. There we go. Yeah, and then we'll do this. Well, no, hold up. There we go. And then we're gonna do this. I'm just like kind of like playing with this, obviously. There we go. Yeah, let's fix that. And then I'll delete some of this bits later. And let's do that. No, I don't like that. There we go. You need to try. It's another stream. No, I know. Wait, what happened? Like the battling boss fight? Yeah, I guess if you guys want, like you guys can do it if you really want to. I'm not against you guys doing a boss fight. If you want to. Now let's do this. Perhaps. If you want. Like I said, if you guys want, you guys could do it. I know it is like a fun, like it's like a little fun thing you guys could do. And you guys haven't done one in a while. They're just long. They're so long, I feel. How much money do I have? A lot of money. I do have a lot. I have, yeah, no, I know. When I actually do figure out a thing for you guys to do with the money, it's gonna be a lot. Cosmetics for our goobers. Yeah, I know. That's something like that would be nice. Like hats. I think hats would be pretty simple. Right? I think hats or something similar to that would be really cool. I don't know what else though. I know like it does have the options to what's that called, to like for you guys to do things like the BRs, you know, or the boss fights, stuff like that. You're allowed to if you use gold, if I allow it. But right now I have it locked. The only mods could do it. No, I don't like that. There we go. Let's do this one. No, that looks really bad. He's a tangent. There we go. And the D&D. Oh, yeah. One of you guys do well. Oh, they did add somebody. They added 2 people just because you guys didn't have enough. Oh, no. Okay. What happened to Dread Pup? Because it says NPC Dread. Oh, cool. That's going to be cool. I like it. That's fun. Like I said, I haven't tried it. I do hear it's good things though. I always hear good things about that game. Now, let's see. And then we'll do a little arm here. And then let's do this one. There we go. Nice and simple, right? These guys are like very simple. That like, it's funny because it is taking long. I feel like I was like slow to it. So we'll see if I do another one. Probably because we're gonna finish for sure, like real fast. Especially when I do the shading. You know, when I do the coloring bit, it'll be like nothing. There we go. And then like that. Oh my God, what is wrong with this? There we go. And then the eyes. No, that eye looked wonky. And let's do this one also big. Because I think this one's like I was like, it's kind of like a surprise face, right? He's like, oh, okay. Then let's do this. And then we will obviously delete some bits in a moment. Okay. The drawing. The drawn? What happened? The characters look derpy and funny, right? They are. They're supposed to be. It just overlapped with my name. What else is there? What's a power shot? Oh, you guys are doing like the abilities. Cool. What do you like? You guys are about less than halfway. I was looking. Oh, you did activate like little shields. That's kind of cool. They do need to fix stream avatars to be transparent. I feel like it's cool and all, but like right now, I feel like the shields don't look as good for you guys because you guys have the little shield. You know what I mean? I'm like looking at it. I'm like, well, I feel like if I did the colors right, it would just like, you would lose a lot of this. Laughter. Oh, interesting. Because you're the bard. That's such a fun, like, that's like such a fun idea they did. Eventually, I've mentioned before, I would love, when I can, it's like a super extra thing, just to hire somebody to add stuff to it. You know what I mean? I know you could do your own mini games for this. And I think that would be sick. That would be like just super cool. I think, at least. I imagine you guys would enjoy it too if we had like a bunch of mini games for it. Like this, like that. Do like this. There we go. And then the middle one is the big boss. Let's do the big boss now. I kind of gave him like pointy noses just because like I thought it was fun. I think it works. The lock with the average Nintendo anime. The lock like, oh, they look like, oh yeah, oh, definitely. They definitely do. Agreed, Wall. I actually love the bard. Playing the bard is like one of the better ones. I remember once, it was really funny. Years ago, I haven't played D&D in a long time. But I remember once with one of my friends, like our first DM. I was a bard, he was the DM, and I remember my DM, he like, well, not my DM, my bard character was just like, he had like not negative intelligence, but he was just not very smart. And I remember it was really funny that we were gonna go hunting or something. No, actually, it doesn't work. Do like flat. There we go. So we were gonna go hunting, if I remember, and I was like, "Whoa, I will play a song for us to hunt," and like, my DM was just cracking up because he was like, "You do know that it's the creatures are all gonna know you guys are coming, you know?" It's like, "Yeah, of course, I know," but my character doesn't. Like, my character is just not the brightest little dude. So I'm like this and like that. He's gonna like the serious one of the group. Okay, and then let's do this. Oh, almost forgot his tail. He does have a tail on the bottom. There we go. Yeah, okay, and then now let's go into this one and start deleting. Not deleting, but erasing a little bit. There we go. And do this one. What happened? Oh no! What are you guys doing? You guys are like struggling with this boss, aren't you? It's like halfway. There are other bosses. I know there's like a bunch. But this one keeps, I think this is like the one that pops up. What happened? Are those little guys built into the little guys program? Yeah, he is. It is. The big one is, this is part of it. Those are part of the stream lab, or the stream avatars. They're all little stream avatars. All right, let's do the outline that I like doing. Oops. Kind of messed up on that. Let's go back. This one, I believe, is the one that I was doing. Yeah. But yeah, it is programmed with them, along with them. The boss. Yeah, the boss. We don't even have water type. True. You guys have no water types. I don't think it matters, though. I don't think it actually matters what type you guys are. You know, like realistically, I don't think it matters. Okay, let's go. Now let's do this and then do the outer line. Let's do like 12. Something like that. Yeah, I think that's fine. I feel like it's a little chunky, right? Oh, it messed up. Hold up. I know. I was like, this feels off. Let me make sure. Let me click on over here. And then go back here. And let's see if it actually is working. Yeah, it works. Okay, good. I had to make sure. This is the first damage I got so far. That's funny. Nice, you guys won. How many points do you guys get for that? 200. Okay, that's not bad. You guys will just rack up like 1,000,000 points though. I'll have to see. I have to see what we're gonna do with those points. Eventually I have to figure it out. For now, I have no clue. I'll look up what people do with the points. You know, I'll like look up some other streamers. I'll ask. I don't mind. I don't mind asking streamers like, what do you do the gold with the gold? Because like I know you can do stuff. It gives you options. You know? Okay, let's do this. That ear. I like that ear. I think it looks fine. Oops, did not mean that. Let's add little things like this. Okay. I think this one, no, let's add a little bit more to the nose. There we go. You support all monster tamers. Aw, thank you so much, Dracos. How's your day going? You're a fire type? Yeah, you are a fire type. I don't think it matters though, Dread Pup. But yeah, I don't know if you knew this, Draco. I am currently creating an action-adventure video game. This is not for the video game. This is like a fun stream I do with people. But I am working on my own video game. Tomorrow I'll be doing I'm pretty sure tomorrow, for sure we'll be doing a dev stream. So you can check that out if you're interested. It's an action-adventure game heavily inspired by Caribbean mythology, where you go island to island helping people and creatures, and the creatures help you out too. Imagine if I add this into my game. This guy, you could if you want. I don't mind. These guys, I don't mind. I put them on the Discord. So if I'm putting them on the Discord like this, you guys could go for it. Just tell me so I could check it out. And then I would love to advertise it. You know, I'd be like, hey, check this out. They're using this character in the game. Yeah, nice, cool. That's sick. For me, it is 11:13 a.m. So it is on the later side. I imagine for you, you're probably like, what, West Coast? I used to live in the West Coast. I was in the West Coast. I don't want to be left out. What happened? You don't want, you have huge FOMO? Oh, because of the gaming thing? But I shouldn't have pen. Oh, because you're flaring. I don't think it matters though. No, I know, because like you have FOMO though, because everyone wants to make games. Well, but that's the thing. I feel that's what happens. Well, when you want to make a game, you tend to find other people who also want to make games. You're in Kansas. Oh, okay. Oh, because of Discord. I get you. I get you. Well, I mean, just like that's how it is. I remember with what's it called? The MySpace. When MySpace was out, I think I had one, but I did not use it. But I did have a lot of friends that did. They're like, hey, like I'm on, you know, check out my MySpace. I'm like, dude, I don't use that stuff. I'm like, all right. But I guess like I didn't have like a fear of missing out though. You're the land of nowhere, of Kansas, the land of nowhere. I mean, it is like in the middle, right? I don't think we drove through there because I drove from California over here to, I mean, I'm on the East Coast in Florida. Can you please post their drawings on YouTube so people who can't... What do you mean? Oh, you mean like in the community? I guess I could start doing that. I could start in the community section. I don't mind. I think that that's an easy addition. You know what I mean? I'll start doing that. I was thinking about maybe I could also post on Instagram. Because I do have an Instagram and I was like thinking, I don't post enough stuff there. Because my fiance literally the other day, she was like, you should post your stuff on Instagram. I was like, true. I do. I usually don't. Yeah, I was like, yeah. That's something I should. I'm going to start doing that. I'm going to start making sure I post on everywhere. You don't trust anything other than YouTube? YouTube's, I'm like, I don't know. I feel like all of them are pretty, they all have their things. If you're going to be like say, oh, this particular one, no, I think all of them have their things if you're being honest. Like everything has something with it. Unless if you make your own. I mean, I can understand that. I could definitely understand your opinion on it. Like I said, for me, I only got it because I wanted a place to be able to talk to people, about my game and about other people's games. Because like someone else I know, they have a Discord and they're making a game, and I was like, cool. And I started talking with them there. That's the only reason I did it too. Agreed. I mean, I get it. Nothing like having a team of support with this type. Yeah, 100%. 100%. I think it's one of those things. It is nice to have people in your corner, but hey, this is looking so good. Your project's so fun, etc. I'm like, cool. Thank you guys. Especially these kind of things, which like it gets big. And I've had in the beginning, especially, I had a lot of rude comments. And I think it's the nice thing about the Discord is the people who at least were my opinion on it, the people who join in tend to be nice. I have a small time and it helps. Yeah, no, like I'm saying, like a small team. Yeah, I know what you mean. Let's do, which one is this? Okay. And then let's do this one. All right, let's do this. And then I'm gonna flip it. And then let's reduce this like 2. I think 2 is fine. Yeah. And then let's actually grab the color that I was using. I was using this color before because I like this. It's literally like a mustardy yellow. It's like a mustard yellow. And let's do that. Select it. Sweet. Okay. Wait. OG Mr. Ghost. Making my RPGs hard. Yeah, 100%. And well, no, like Discord is not just your community or Ghost community. Have you seen the amount of... No, I know, Wall. I know. 100%. I know people... Okay. The thing is, Wall, anywhere, telling you right now, anywhere where there are kids, you're going to get weird people. That's just like everywhere, though. You know what I mean? You understand what I mean? Anywhere that there's like a collection of kids, you're going to find weirdos. I'm being honest. That's just like 100% true. What happened? Use RPG Maker. What are you saying? Drake goes, I'm making personal comics right now. Oh, nice. But eventually I'm going to make toys, merch, and hopefully video games. That's sick. I've actually done comics before. I used to have like a little weekly comic. It was like a little one. It wasn't like anything too crazy. It was just like a local magazine. It was cool though. It was very fun. At least I had fun working on it when I did it. Working on this little comic I had. Yeah, I'll do this. Make this just like easier for me, just for the colors. This one. Grab this guy. Let's see. YouTube doesn't have those cuz there aren't any advanced chatting systems. Kind of true. No, actually, that's not true. Not true, Wall. Actually, recently they added in like a messaging thing. They've been like testing stuff out. I don't know if you noticed that. YouTube has been testing things out with adding in like chatting features. I don't know if you saw that. DR Disrespect is one on the new chatting feature. I was gonna say they just recently started doing that. Okay, so weird, yeah, like weird just means something that's out of the normal. It is something weird just means something out of the norm, and norm is just like whatever's common. It's subjective. It's subjective to the time. It's like this, like that. Wait. No, I know. There is a chatting feature. Yeah, I know. That's what I was gonna say. They do have it. They have it. Like it's a little more newer. It's not as like I know what you mean. It's not as developed. But just because of how things work nowadays, I feel like chatting systems are going to be everywhere. And the best thing you could do, realistically, there's no way of like completely removing adults from kids' spaces. It's impossible. It's just making sure when, you have kids and stuff, making sure your kids are safe. I make sure Bingo's safe with her stuff. Like whatever she wants to look at or do, I make sure I filter. I don't have the mobile app in any way. It requires, okay. I can only use a blue horned creature talking to them right now. No, I know. No, I know. Well, because I'm a little Oni. I'm a little Oni boy. Let's see. Do this. Do that. Do that. There we go. But no, I do understand though. I understand your concerns though, Wall. It is, I understand it completely, but at the same time, I feel like it's one of those things you can't just avoid everything just because it's everywhere. You just have to be safe about it. At least that's how I see it. You just got to try to be safe. If I had a Pokeball, that blue guy would be caught right now. No. Hey, Red, welcome in. You having mashed potatoes? What am I drawing, Vortex? I am drawing Gaggle as an Ori. Gaggle is like this little, he's just literally just an emoji. He's an emoji face. This is my interpretation if Gaggle was an Ori. If it was in my game universe. Glaggle, or yeah, I know, Glaggle. Look it up. It's literally just an emoji. Making content for kids. So yeah. No, I know. I mean, kind of. But it is one of those things. I know what you mean. But no, it is like, I understand what you mean though, of being like the fear of like chatting and like, that's why like I don't really, like, I do chat with you guys a little bit. Obviously we're here, we're chatting, I'm talking. I want to see you guys share stuff with each other. Okay. That is interesting. What is it though? What is that? Like, what is this character from then? Like, I saw the character, I was like, but what is it from? Like, it just looks like an emoji to me. Is it from a particular thing, like a show or a game? It's just a meme? Okay. It's just a meme. No, but like, what is it originally from? Glagaland? Okay. That's what I'm saying. Like, is it like from a particular thing? Like a game? I'm assuming like it looked like, for at least one of the images that popped up, but I wasn't sure, was on Roblox. And I was like, is it like a Roblox thing? There are these creatures called Glagglies, and there are different species of them. Okay. Interesting. It's very interesting. Because like, I think that's like the fun thing about this stuff. Really? Oh, I did not know that. There was like a bunch of them. That's kind of cool. That is kind of cool. It's interesting too that they have like, there's like a bunch of them. This dude. And then we'll do this one. There we go. It's funny because like they're so simple, but it's actually taken longer than you'd think. Oh, wow. There's 622. Okay, I would have guessed that. Never in my life I would have imagined it was that many. That's a lot. Like, genuinely a lot. Oops. And the Lord, they're really, that's so funny. I mean, like, I get it. People like some fun stuff. Some goofy stuff. All right, let's do this. All right, let's see that. It's community based. Oh, okay, see. That's cool. That is interesting. That is like genuinely interesting where like people could get so into this. They get into these little characters. Especially if it's just a meme. It's like they don't have a particular story. They don't have like a show, a game, or anything like that. They're just like these random characters, like a meme character. Huh. Still think you have time for a second drawing? I don't know. Maybe. I'll see. Because like I've actually like been taking my time on this. Like we've been going through it, you know? The beginning, like realistically, the beginning is the part that takes the longest just because of like the chatting. You know what I mean? Just because we're chatting. And I'm looking at the time, like, well, maybe. I will fly through this in like a moment. Like this is like, we're almost done. So I could probably start one. I could start another one, or I could end the stream shorter than I normally do. That is like one thing I'm kind of thinking of doing. I might end it short, but maybe not. I could like, we could probably do it. But if I do start one, if I do start another one, then for sure I would have to do, I would have to continue it tomorrow, and I wouldn't do a dev stream. You know what I mean? It wouldn't be a dev stream tomorrow then. I'll see. I'm like, I'll see after I'm done how I feel about it. You know what I mean? Start a new one. What do you think, chat? You don't make a dev stream unless you finish a drawing, right? Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Because if I finish the drawing, then I do the dev stream. Mr. Goes, I know oh no, you're talking to him. Make unless right. What do you mean? Start a new one. What do you think? Let Oni choose, man. I mean, yeah, I was gonna say I'm probably gonna like just after this, I'll probably finish it. Just because I have like work, other stuff too. You know, I mean, like these are fun. The doodle ones are fun, but eventually I would probably change the doodle ones too. You know, I would still do them, but I would just probably do eventually what I'm thinking when I could get a publisher, right? I would do the dev streams every day, and then I would just have these as like a bonus streams, like late night bonus streams or something. You're gonna discreetly disappear. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see, because I know it will be ending sooner than normal, for sure. This will end sooner than normal. As I'm looking at the time, and we're almost done with this one. You know, we're almost done with this one, even though it's like a simple design. It still takes a little bit, especially like the beginning part is the part that takes the longest, of just like doing the wheel, thinking about stuff, just chatting with you guys. That part alone takes like 20 minutes. I don't know if you guys notice, if you actually look at the time when I actually start drawing, it's like 20 minutes in, like, you know, because also I wait for you guys a little bit to see like who's in, who's here. We did multiple spins just because a lot of people were not here. I don't make it a job. Wait, I like drawing when I'm full of excitement. No, I know, 100%. I love it. This is like, I don't get paid for this. I don't get paid for this. YouTube doesn't pay me. I mean, obviously, if this was my job, I would love it. That would be wonderful. But like the job that I actually do, I'm trying to do right now, which I will do, is my game. Because like I said, I'm working on a video game. And I want the video game to be my full-time job. You know? And that is like something I'm pushing. I'm like every day I'm working a little bit more on it. Slowly but surely advancing. And then I could actually, that's why I'm actually doing a GoFundMe. I don't know if you guys, some of you guys saw that. I know Draco's new, so maybe you don't know I'm doing a GoFundMe. It's been a little less than a week, and I'm doing pretty well. You know, if I get the, I'll be able to maybe hire somebody to help me if I get enough. That would be wonderful. You know, that would be like really cool. So let's do the dark. I like the purple for the eyes, the inside of the eyes. These are just like gonna be like shadowy. Or no, I mean like they will be shine, like not shiny, but they will be shiny. Or maybe not. I don't know. I'm like, now that I think about it, should they be shiny? He's just like, he's just like more like frustrated, right? I think these, like, no, these are supposed to be shadows, right? Now that I think about it, they're supposed to be black. Let's see. You don't want to burn out. Not saying you will, but having fun always helps. No, obviously I have fun. Bro, if you don't put my character on paper, they will find my head and fill it. Okay. I think after stream, I may stream. Where the GoFundMe? Oh, the GoFundMe is in the Discord. I mean, not in the Discord. It's in the links. If you check the links, it should be there. You know? It should be in the links. Let me make sure. Now that you say it. Now that you said it, I was like, hold on. Let me make sure. It should be in the links. It should be like the first link. I think I put on the top. Just because I want to make sure that people were seeing it. Let's see. Yeah, it's there. It's there. It's on the first. It's literally the first link. The GoFundMe is on the very first link. You know? So it is there. I just had to make sure. Oh no, boy. Does it cost money to make a GoFundMe? No, it doesn't. It does not cost any money. They do take money, though. It doesn't cost you money until they start taking, like, until you get donations. You understand what I mean, Mr. Ghost? So as soon as someone donates like $1, they take money from that dollar. That's how it works. Okay, so let's do this. I'm looking at it. Yeah. Yeah, okay. And let's do flat. And let's actually start the coloring, like the shadows. Like this. And I'm going to do a, what do you guys think? Maybe an overlay? Let's see how, no, actually not an overlay, a multiply. Multiply. Let's see how that looks. Or no, let's see what overlay looks like. Overlay? Overlay kind of looks nice. I'm going to go with the overlay. I should make one for your, yeah, you should. Eventually after this is when we get to the phase after like the GoFundMe. I would probably do a Kickstarter, but the Kickstarter is like farther along. That's like the game's already got like a demo. You know what I mean? At least that's how I feel about it. Flopix, hope you put them inside a plastic jar. The little cheese balls. But I need more subs. You have more subs than me. Oh, it wouldn't be in the chat. No, I don't have it in the chat. It's just in like on my channel. You know, on the channel, if you go into like, you actually go into the channel, it has like links to my website, to my GoFundMe, and like my Instagram, all that other stuff. It's not in the chat though. I've never done that before. You know, I've never done that where like, I know what you're talking about, where people will put, you see it? Ah, cool. But yes, that is it. It'll be wonderful. You could share it with people. You know, I'm not saying you have to donate, but if you share it, that would be nice. Very nice. Okay, let's do this. Oh. There we go. Right? That's like one of those things. Like sharing it really helps. I am actually going to start doing a lot more things with my face. Is a lot of people have told me online that they liked my, like they said that it looked good, like my actual face. And like it did pretty well, the shorts. You know, the shorts have been doing okay with my face. So I think I'm going to start doing more of those. You know, so you will be seeing more of my face in my shorts. I will keep Oni Boi. I love Oni Boi. But I'll probably be using my face a lot more than it was before. Because before I only like shared it a few times on like random things. But I am thinking about doing like changing some stuff up. Let's do this. This guy's just adorable. You have a big idea? Go for it. Yeah, but I think I'm going to start doing a bunch of shorts with my face. So that will be like a big difference. Maybe like some videos. I was thinking about, I have like ideas for like some videos. And I'll probably do that too. I don't know if you guys seen Loxton do the dev streams with your face. Yeah, so I was thinking maybe I might do that. You know? I have to like change stuff up just because like how my desk is. But I've been like thinking about it. I think I will. So that like might be like a big difference. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. I want to see you live. Yeah, that sounds like, I think I might. And like, you'll see I move around a bit more just because like when I talk, like it was actually something very funny. If you notice in the shorts, right? the shorts that I recorded, I thought it was really funny because I had the little mic in my hand. And I kept moving around my arms. And I was like, oops. Because then obviously you have to keep the mic next to your mouth. So it was one of those things I kept forgetting. And I moved my arms and I kept moving it away from me. Like, oh my God, I have to do it again. But make sure my arms stay stationary. You know what I mean? So you understand what I mean? Like I was like, oh, okay. So I had to keep the mic next to me and not move around. So I kept moving my arm and I kept laughing about it. I was like, oh my God. I was like, what am I doing? I was like, I'm so goofy moving my arms around. Just really, I'm Cuban, you know, we all are, we're Latino in general, move their round mouths a lot. Well, no, because then it's, if you put it on, like, because it was really windy, you know what I mean? Because I was outside, Flopix, when I recorded. And I was like, well, no, it's like, I have to make sure it's like close so you could hear it enough. Even then it was still very like loud. The air, you could hear the air too much. I did record another one. I have to edit it. It doesn't take too long to edit. You know? But here, obviously at my desk, I have like a little mic that's like near my face. So that's different. I can move my arms all I want here. But like outside where I have like the little mic, I have to like, you kind of have to hold it. You could do it if it wasn't as windy, but where I live, it's relatively more windy than not, if I'm being honest. There's like a nice breeze just because I do live close to the ocean. No, I'm going to do more. I'm going to do like both. I want to do more. I can imagine you moving all over the place. That's why I want those streams. Yeah, I know. I do, especially like for animating or drawing. If you'd see me, sometimes I'll pose and I'll do like poses and stuff in real life. My daughter, Bingo, was actually commenting this the other day. I was talking on the phone with my sister, one of my sisters, and she was telling me, I've noticed you move your hands a lot. You know, like you always put your hands like this when you're talking. And I was like, what do you mean? It was like, yeah, you move your hands a lot. And I was like, okay, I guess. You know, I was like, yeah, I guess I do move my hands a lot. I don't like obviously I don't pay attention to it, but you do notice it sometimes, like, okay, I do move around. Now, something like this. I'm trying to like obviously improve him a little bit, and then we'll do the shines. But yeah, like I was saying, just because like I'm Latino, you know, like I think in general, almost every single Latino I know, they move around. You know, but I want to do, like I said, I want to do a variety of shorts, like different kinds, not just like at home. I want to do some at home. I want to go out. I actually want to do things. You're worried because of it owning. Well, so that's the thing. If you actually look, Pasum Rakum, welcome in. But no, I was actually mentioning, because you said about Oni. A lot of stories, if you look at most Oni stories, most of Onis they tend to be aggressive, right? In stories, they're usually bad guys. But there are stories where Oni are nice. They're not too many, but there are. It's true, very true. I love my fiance. She's very good looking. I'd probably say my daughter is also very good looking, but that's also my daughter. So I'm gonna assume, I'm gonna say it. You know, she'd probably get embarrassed, but I think she's beautiful. Bingo's a beautiful girl. I'm like, yeah, but I think in general, yeah, Latinos or Latinas are very, I would say, attractive. Yeah, I would agree. But I think like every culture has like their beautiful women. I was about to say, cabs, like cap. Are you saying like cap, like no cap? Yeah, no, I know, Dreadpot. Yeah, like, well, because I say most times they do have him as evil, and it has been a while, Raccoon. It has been a quick minute. Are you saying like cap, like cop or cap? Because I know people can say cap like you're lying. You know, like, oh, that's Cap. You're like, you lying. Attacked by plenty of Oni. Or yeah. Orcs, ogres, imps, mud. Yeah, I know. You know, I know. A lot of times Oni are the villains in games. You do see them a lot, but they're not always. Sometimes they are guardians. You know, a lot of times they're just like guarding a place. That's probably why they do them as like villains a lot, because they usually use them a lot in stories, like guarding a location. You know, it's like, oh, this Oni is guarding this treasure or something along those lines. But your girlfriend's number one? Oh, I like that. That's very nice. Romania are placed 7th in the world. Really? I did not know this. That is actually it is an interesting fact. I did not know this. That's kind of cool though. Who's number one? Who's number one? What's number like what country is number one? Because I'm actually like curious now that you said like Romania is number 7. I was like, really? I was like, that's kind of cool. I imagine there is like statistics for that. Like what is like the most attractive? Like what people think is the most attractive? Basically, because like obviously attraction is relatively subjective. There is like a level of like what is attractive. You don't know? No, I mean, I was just curious, like since you dropped the numbers, I was like, do you know? I was like, that sounds cool. But like I was gonna say, there are subjective things, like not subjective, but there are like scientific things of what is attractive. Like usually more symmetrical you are, the more attractive you are. That is like one of those scientific things. So I guess if you really wanted to, you could look up what country has the most symmetrical people, and then that would be like the most scientific way of saying, oh, they're attractive. They're very symmetrical. Japan is number 1, boys and girls. Oh, very cool. Drakos. I drew one Oni looking swamp creature when I was young. He was a good guy. He had a club hand and a wooden bat. He held the other hand. Oh, cool. I just trolled you, bro. I have a big imagination. Oh, that's cute. Why are you guys all... Yeah, true. Why are you guys just hanging out over there? Random. You're a genius to me. Oh, thank you. That's very nice. And that is random, though. Why are you guys on the right side? Okay, no. Some of you guys are... Mr. Ghost just ran over to the left. He was like, nah, I am done with this. I can see girls, but boys, really? I know. That's funny. I'm like looking, okay. Actually, I'm looking at this, right? And I feel like let's change that. No, I like the line, this one. I'm gonna remove this one though. I think I'm gonna do that. And then I'm gonna add, I want to add something to this. Where is it? Yeah, I'm gonna do this because like I feel like this doesn't work the way it is. And I'm gonna blend this a little bit because it's supposed to be like dark, like a dark shadowy image to this. You understand? You know what I mean? It's supposed to be like that. Oh, I guess like, oh, you know what I could do? I could add in, let's add in like the eyes in here. Just like I looked at it, it looked off to me. He's just like so not happy. I don't know about that one. Maybe should I just leave it as that? I don't know. Because I know it's supposed to just be like a darkness to it. Aw, thank you so much. They are very kind. That was very kind of you. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you. I'm glad that like, did you actually look at what I've been working on? I have like some 3D models. I'm working in Unity if you're curious, like what software I'm using. Tomorrow will be a dev stream though. I'm like kind of like, if you haven't noticed, I haven't been hurrying. I've not been hurrying just so we could actually take our time. Let's do that. But I don't know if you looked at it. I have been like working on it a bit, off and on when I can. But I would love to be able to do it full time and have people help me out. That'd be wonderful. Why am I always the first one eliminated? I don't know. I have no clue. You want it? Nice. All right, let's do another one of these. And then let's do the white, right? No. 20. I was like looking at it. I was like, that looks a little off. Let's do this. Wait, not the one I want. Do 25. There we go. And then I'll like blend it in, Do that. But hopefully you like, as you stick around, you'll see more of it. And I do want to have like a demo very soon, like a little demo, just so you guys could try it out. I wanted to do one earlier, but I had like so many hiccups and it was very frustrating. Not gonna lie, it was very frustrating. That's like one of those reasons I would love to have help. It'd be wonderful to have, like, hire somebody to help me out. Let's do like this. And then the guy on the top, let's get him going. There we go. Like this, like that. And like this. The eyes. And I'll add like, oh, that one already has it. Let's do that. And then let's blend it. Let's see. I woke this morning searching for channels. Like, I haven't had time to look. Like drawing while I watch videos. Yeah, I like that. I love, like, I don't know if you know this. So I call myself a hobby tourist. So I love being around passionate people, because that's what it is. That's why I always like this. Like right now, I'm taking a dip into this Glaggle character. You know what I mean? I've never seen this. I was like, it's just a smiley face, but I didn't know there was such a huge lore about it. I think it's kind of cool. You know what I mean? And then OG Mr. Ghost, but I would not recommend if you're a Romania. Wait, what happened? I missed that. You should get some merch. Oh, I know. Don't even tell me. I have no clue why. I'm assuming is because when I sent it, there was that threat of Russia. I'm assuming that's what happened. This is how you self-motivate yourself. Okay, I get it. No, I get it. When you're around motivated people, it really helps. It's not fair. I like that. They chose to attack me instead of being random a little bit. It happens. I've seen that. I've seen like everyone attack one person. It's like, wait, why? Why are you guys attacking that one? It's blended. But yeah, I still don't understand what happened to that package. I'm probably gonna have to like just do it again. You know what I mean, Mr. Ghost? Taking notes and not computer savvy at all. Yeah, no, I know. I mean, like, I think I'm okay in the computer. Like, I'm fine. But I consider myself more of a designer. When I really think about it, I always, because people will say, oh, you're an artist. Like, not really. I consider myself a designer because I'm trying to design something. I'm designing an experience. I'm designing a world. Oh, I messed up now. You know what I mean? I'm trying to design a world. That's why I consider myself a designer, not an artist. Because there's like a difference. There is like genuinely, I feel like there's a difference. Cheese rats, kind of. Kind of. I see it, salty. Dread, but it's always me. I wish I could use thunderbolts. No, I know. That'd be cool. Oni Boi, I was clutching up a 1v5 right now. Oh, what are you playing? What are you playing, Raccoon? Let's do this, and then let's go with, let's do like the magenta one I like. I like this one. I like the magenta. It looks nice visually for me. Oh, wait. Oh my God, that's embarrassing. I didn't even realize. Because it was white. It was on a white background. So I didn't even notice. Do like this, do like that. Add on this one. That looks creepy. No, I'm not gonna do that. It would technically work because I do it where like the shadow. I'll do it like in here, in the eye, and like the under the brow. you know, but I won't do it in the actual eye. I think it'll be like creepy. Let's do that. Do like this. I don't know if you're wondering what I'm doing. I like this like little tiny. It's kind of like a funny thing that I do. Smash Bros. What do you play? Oh, they're playing Fortnite. Nice. I have not tried. No, that's a lie. I tried Fortnite once with my friends years ago when like it was still like early. But I remember trying it and I was like, that's cool. But it wasn't. I didn't think of anything special about it. But apparently people love it. I'm like, okay. Okay, that's cool. I did not think people would like it that much when it came out. It just seemed like a regular shooter to me, you know what I mean? I was like, whatever, it's just like you drop down and you shoot stuff. I'm washed up as a Fortnite. I used to be so good. That's funny. Oh my God, you know, I remembered there was like a funny take that was like on the news. It was this guy, they were talking about this kid. It was like a 17-year-old, not a kid, but like he was a 17-year-old, like a teenager, that they won a tournament, like a Fortnite tournament. And one guy was like, oh man, I could do that if like, and it's like, no, you can't. You know, like the guy, yeah, like, yes, he's young and he won the tournament, but that's because he plays a lot. And it's just funny when people are like, oh yeah, I would have won that. Like, no, you wouldn't have. Like to actually get that good, you know how many people play to be like the number one player or whatever. It was like this guy, he was like 17-year-old guy who was like the number one player, and people were like saying, oh, that's easy. No, it's not. It's not easy. Let's see, like this. It's just funny when people try to like say something's easy when it's not. It's like, no, you need to actually like dedicate a lot of time to be the best at something. Even if it sounds simple, it's kind of crazy. Can you imagine? You're like, I'm the best in the world at one thing. I have a friend of mine. I remember he actually got top 300 in a game. And I thought it was crazy. You know, I was like, what? He had like top 300 in, you remember that? I don't know if any of you guys remember this game called Evolve. He had gotten top 300 for a bit in Evolve. And I was like, what? That's insane. His name is... What was his gamer name? I think it's like Shiva at the time. I think his name was like Shiva or Gumbo. I don't remember what his name was at the time. But either way, he was like top 300. And I was like, that's insane, dude. That's cool. All right, what do you guys think? I think like this guy's really goofy looking. Actually, I want to let's add a shine over here. I want to make them a little shinier. You know, I'm going to add a little shine, more little shine to them. And then I'm going to blend it in. There we go. Right? He's so shiny. They're so shiny. What do you think these guys would do? Like if they were in the game. He looks like the mafia boss of cheese. Kind of. Can you please stop it with the battle royales? A little bit. I have it. I'm pretty sure I have it as like a timer. Hey, Ren. Welcome in. Wait, it's getting harder with age, fingers, dexterity. No, I get it. I get it. I understand that. Hold on. I'm a Pokemon? Yeah, you guys are. You guys are all Pokemon right now. Eventually, I want to put my own characters in there. You took your PC server down, though. Wait, what happened? Whose PC server? Whose PC server did they take down? I feel like I'm lost. Okay, let's do. Oh, what? Why are they over here? I didn't even realize I moved them way off to like one side. Let's scooch this over to the middle, and then let's add some little shadows. I like the little shadows on the bottom. Let's do that. Like this. Do that, and then I'll make sure to post it everywhere. Because I usually, like, I know. Like you guys were saying, I don't post it in enough places. Let's do it. You probably wouldn't even see that shadow, to be honest. And then like one back there, which you wouldn't see. Let's do blend it. Right? Yeah, you wouldn't even see that. I'm like looking at it. What do you guys think? You guys think that these look funny? Double salute. Super Mega Champions. What game? Oh, I changed my profile pic for to Dragon Dread because I'm a little angry at Beam. Oh, I'm sorry. That's a bummer. Eliminate every battle royale. I'll see about making it slower. Look, like I'll put it as the notes. Maybe I'll put it every like 10 minutes. I think that'd be okay. Let's see, battle royale. And I think there's like a timer. I can do it as like a timer. 10 minutes. I think like something like that, right? Every battle royale, I'll have it as like 10 minutes. I think that's okay. That's not like a terrible setup for it, right? All right, I think we're good. We finished it. I didn't do like a full 2 hours, but I was able to stretch it out a little bit. I don't think there is a time limit right now. There's no time limit on it right now, but I'm pretty sure I could. Looks cool. What are these creatures called? I don't know. What should we call them? They're based off of the Glagly character. Here, I'll show you what it looks like. The Glagly, where is it? Where is he? He's literally just a smiley face. You know, like when you look at it, it's just a smiley face. I will copy image and I'll post it in so you can see it. It's this dude. It's just this. This is literally what it's based off of. This is literally what they are. And I was like, okay, it's just a smiley face. Some of them have feet. Like I'm looking at them, like some of them have feet, but they have different names. But the Glaggles, that one, is literally just this. It's just a smiley face. There's nothing else to it. And I was like, okay. So will you spin the... No. This is what they suggested because I have on my Discord. I have like on the Discord, like people suggest stuff. So I'll show you the wheel. I don't know if you saw it, Draco's. I'll show you the wheel. So this is the wheel. This is the wheel. Here, I'll clear it. So this is the wheel. And then you guys suggest stuff. And then I put it on and I'll do a spin. And whatever it lands on is usually what I draw. You know? And I'll do usually like the first 2 spins are more for people who are in chat. So if you're in chat and I do 2 spins, the first 2 spins, like say like the first one that you're not in chat, I'll do another one. If the second one, same thing. The third one, even if you're not here, then I'll do it. So like today I spun it. It was Atlas. You know, Atlas, they suggested Ezio. They weren't here, so I skipped them. Then the next one, who was the next one? The next one was also, who was it? I don't remember right now. But either way, the next one, well, I skipped it as well. Oh, it was Stella. Stella, I think it was, no, Soul was also not here. So the third one ended up being Glagly. And I was like, okay, cool. And I think it's like a fun little challenge for me too. Yeah, it was Soul, yeah. So I do that, and then so I'll do like the dev streams and I'll also do the doodle streams. As soon as I could do full-time dev stuff, then I'll probably do everyday devs, and then I'll just have like bonus doodle streams apart from it. You know what I mean? Which I think will be cool and I think it'll be fun. But yes, that is it. You should call them no-nos. Dope. That's funny. All right, let's go back to the doodle. You do. Oh, what is that? Oh, you're just putting little hands? They look like little hands. They seem mischievous. Yeah, I think they would be. I imagine they would be like little punks. You know, I could totally imagine them in like, if they were in the game, if I made them in the actual game, I imagine them just kind of like bouncing around, just being annoying. You know what I mean? I can imagine them messing with people. I don't know what they would do though. I don't know what Glagly's thing is, since Wall wasn't too happy about it, because I think Wall wanted me just to draw like the actual character. I think I will try to do a drawing stream. Nice. You should. Common creatures. Yeah, I feel like these would be common. If they were in the actual game, they would be common. All right, I think I'm going to wrap it up, right? Working on my game. Yeah, you should. I'll definitely watch that. I'll listen to it while I'm doing other stuff. But I'm going to wrap it up here, guys. I was able to stretch this one out to almost to 2 hours. Yeah, I mean, I had fun. They were definitely very goofy to do. You know, hopefully, tomorrow for sure is a dev stream, right? Tomorrow I'll be working on my game. Trying to think, should I? I'll see what I do. You know what I mean? I'll see what I do tomorrow. I haven't like, I'll probably continue working on Mako, the little scorpion baby, the little scorpion guy. Probably continue working on him. Maybe we could do the animations for him. I think that'd be nice. Okay, drinking coffee, getting my day started. Yeah, have a wonderful day, Dracos. All right, I think I'm gonna wrap it up. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. Right? I think it's so cool, and it's that the GoFundMe is doing so good. Thank you. I am so happy you guys have been like sharing. Like I've seen it, like it says like I've gotten a good amount of shares. People have been donating. Draco's literally just donated a moment ago, which is insane. Thank you. You know, hey Isabel, I'm literally wrapping it up. Thank you so much, OG Mr. Ghost, Isabel, Ren, Dracos, Pasum Rakum, which I like that name. It just sounds like it sounds fun to say. Dread Pup, Wall. Who else did we have in here? I like to say goodbye to everyone who actually participates. Salty Pretzel, thank you so much. I know you weren't here very long, but you did hang out for a bit. And we also have, who else? I feel like there were a few people in the beginning. You know what I mean? I feel like in the beginning there were a few. Oh, Floppix. How did I miss Floppix? I almost forgot to say Floppix. I thought I did, but I was like, wait, no, I didn't say Floppix yet. Oh, Ronora Vortex, they were in here briefly. Not too long, but that's okay. Like, you know, I know you guys are doing stuff. I mean, like, same with me. Like, I think this is very fun to do, but it's not like a priority for a lot of people. Like, if you have other things to do, I'm not gonna like blame you. You know, you could always watch this whenever. You know, it's one of those, like, a lot of my friends, like my best friends, they're working right now, so they usually watch these streams later. Oh, it was a YT Asmore. Thank you so much for hanging out for a bit. That was very nice of you. Hope that you do well playing Terraria. Let's see. Who else is there? I want to say there's got to be more. No, like, is there more, or am I done with? I'm like just like going back. I'm gonna have to go back to see who else was here. Wall. I already said Wall like a minute. Oh, Scorpio. Oh, I'm so sorry, Scorpio Greninja. Because you were here in the beginning. I didn't know. Oh, Nancy. Nancy was also here briefly in the beginning. Who else? I think that's it. Oh, Ripper. I'm so sorry, Ripper Gamer. I almost forgot because you were here in like the very beginning. And that's it. That's everybody. All right, I'm out of here, guys. I'm going to a carnival. Ooh, very nice. That's very cool. Good luck at the carnival, Isabel. Well, either way, I'm out of here, guys. See you next time. Goodbye.